Welcome everyone to today's video. My name is Dimitri Dimitrov.
And my name is Elvira Boulet.
Finally today we're going to do a workout. So let me get my dumbbells and let's get started.
It's actually one of our most requested videos. That's why we are making one for you today. So we're going to actually give you a really simple but very effective. I think we use this routine one of the most. And I think that it will guarantee you success if you follow it well.
So what would be the first?
So let's give an example first with one piece. If you have one piece, we would start with day one. We would practice passages.
So Monday, passages. That means that you select the most difficult passages or the passages that you feel that you'll be challenged by.
Yeah, I have a little tip for you. What I myself experience, I don't know if you actually experience this, but when I look at a piece, I'm like, I don't think there's any really difficult spots here that I can think of. But then when I open it and start to look at the piece, start to scan it or start to play through it, I actually discover, oh, this I found difficult. Oh, wait, this I found difficult.
Isn't that the most natural thing? To start playing and then you actually find out what needs work. Because at different stages of your development, you will find different things difficult. So
but do you have that you kind of forget the struggles? Like that you say this piece, you start today, for example, Saint-Saëns, and you're like, oh, I didn't struggle with anything here. Do you have that? For example, can you name now things that you're struggling with? Or do you need to look at the piece in order to remember?
No, I have no idea. I never thought about that. Like, I remember which passages could cause me problems in concerts. So I can go directly to practice those passages.
I think my brain kind of makes everything rosier than it is. And
I don't know. I'm generally very simple with this. Like, I look at the piece and whatever passages are faster, I always work them separately. Because I think when you are nervous and when you are going to play a concert, you need to be ready with the faster passages so you feel relaxed and so you feel stable. And so I more or less go through all the fast passages, but...
So your advice would be just all technical passages. My advice would be if you're like me and you kind of think, actually there's nothing here until you start playing it through, I would just mark them with a cross. The passages that you have trouble with when you play through the piece, just mark them. And
does that mean that you are not practicing the passages that are generally fast, but are not necessarily the most risky?
I just practice the ones that I have trouble with.
You don't practice all the fast?
No.
Oh, I'm different in that sense. But that gives me a great stability. And you know why? Because I think that even though you might have passages that at home you think that don't give you problems, when you go on stage, everything seems to give much more trouble than when you're at home. So I like to be bulletproof, kind of prepared, to be so prepared that nothing can go wrong. Because I know that if I follow what Elvira is saying, that works. But if I'm very nervous and if I go through passages that I thought initially were not as difficult, they were not giving me as big problems, and they don't go so well, that can influence everything else.
That's true.
And so that's why so that could be two different workouts actually.
Yeah.
One is select all the passages, whatever type of person you are. You can select the ones that give you trouble, and you can select all the fast passages.
Yeah, do whatever sounds best to you. So that would be day one. Selecting passages. So Monday you're going to do passage work, and if you need, mark them in advance, and if you don't need, just go through the piece. But my advice would be don't play through the piece. That's going to waste time. Make sure that you have selected those passages, or just practice any technical passage that is in the piece. That would be day one. And then let's move on to day two. Tuesday, we're still practicing the same piece.
Unless you're in America, the day starts on Sunday. The week starts on Sunday.
That is weird.
Right?
Is that America? Yeah.
I don't know. I remember that some of the calendars actually, the week seems to start on Sunday. Yeah. I don't know. That's bullshit. It starts on Monday. And then Tuesday?
Tuesday, we're going to play through. So no passage work, we're going to play through. So
the whole piece.
The whole piece, yeah. You can play through several times, and what you can also do is play it through in different tempi. My advice would not to be play it through slow, unless it's a new piece. But if you know the piece already a little bit for a while, I would play it through in a middle tempo or in a faster tempo. Not so fast that you can't hit any of your notes anymore. I think that's just nonsense.
Monday passages, Tuesday playing through.
Yeah. Now, Tuesday playing through, you can do several things. You can play through several times. Like I said, you can also record yourself. And like I said, once you finish playing through your piece, you can actually mark or write down your passages that didn't go well, that you were not happy with, that were not stable, or that were too sloppy, anything that you were not happy with. That gives you extra information again, as you see, for the next day.
For Wednesday.
For Wednesday will be passages again.
And then you are going to work more on the passages that didn't go well on Tuesday.
Exactly. So with the information that you got on Tuesday.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and then we're...
Man, perhaps we have to do a different video what my routine is, because I'm much more simple than that.
Oh, yeah?
I work like I work all the passages like a stubborn, I don't know, like, doesn't matter if they go well or not well, I will go through all the passages again.
Well, Dimitar plays stunning, so perhaps I'm going to steal his workout.
No, but different workouts actually work, so this is wonderful. We'll make another video with my personal workout or your personal, but this is actually great what you're saying, because it makes so much sense. I just like to really play it so safe.
Yeah, I get it.
That I would go all the time through everything.
I think that I'm a big fan of efficiency and prioritizing. So depending on what time you have, I would go with prioritizing.
And if we are talking about time, I will probably also adjust. Yeah.
Because I know that the most of you would like to practice more, but don't always have time. So I would prioritize, and then, for example, on the weekend when you have more time, maybe take a look at all of the passages.
Yeah.
So that's going to go through all days of the week like that.
So Thursday you rotate again, you do a game play through. Friday,
yes.
Yeah, Friday you go again with the feedback you got on Thursday. You go through passages, and in the weekend you continue this.
Yes. Well, my suggestion is that one day in the week, and that can be a day that you have less time or more time, whatever you like.
I think we're coming to their favorite thing to do. Etudes?
Etudes, yes. I would do exercises or etudes, or both. You can do, what I mean with exercises is more like scales, arpeggios, these kinds of things. What I mean with etudes are, Czerny etudes, Chopin etudes, Kramer, Bergmüller, whatever level you're at, do etudes. And I would keep that to one day in the week, because...
Or keep it interesting, Ligeti or something like that. A little easier. If you're bored with the easiness of Chopin and Rachmaninoff.
Rachmaninoff etudes or Liszt etudes, yes.
Those are just for warm-up.
Because I think that a lot of you struggle with the followings. Sometimes you guys are so enthusiastic to do everything, to do sight reading, which is important, of course, to do etudes and exercises. Oh, come on,
just for God's sake, just quit your jobs and just play piano all day long.
I mean, seriously. But I think there's so many things to work on, and that's for us as well. There's so many things that you can do, and that's what makes piano playing so fun and interesting. It's what keeps it interesting. But from the other side, it can be overwhelming if you try to fit that all into the schedule. So my advice would be to stick to a very, very basic schedule. And when you find yourself getting a little bit bored or with that schedule, with that routine, then explore some other things as well. But for now, I would say keep it as simple as possible. Make sure you can keep to that routine, because practicing once a week etudes is going to ensure that you practice, for example, 4 hours a month etudes. Multiply that by a year, and you're going to get, quite a many hours in that year practiced on etudes. And that is, I always think about it is always so much more than zero. Because if you try to practice etudes every day, you try to fit everything into your routine every day, you're going to give up. Most likely. I would say, because that's Saturday, for example, if you hate etudes, it wouldn't take your free day, your weekend to do etudes. I would do it, for example, on Monday. And then Sunday, I would say maybe do some different things. Some things that you really, really like. For example, if you like sight reading, I love sight reading, so I would do sight reading. If you love improvising, I would do improvisation. If you love playing with other people, jam session.
I think I have a nodding role today in this video. No, but I like my role.
Yes. So let's review. We have day one.
Day one is... listen, now let's see if I was listening. Day one passages. You select, and according to Elvira, you select the most difficult passages for you, which is actually a great idea. Tuesday, you go and play through the pieces from beginning to the end, and you write down feedback. You write down with a cross passages that didn't, with a little X, passages that didn't go well.
Sometimes record yourself.
record yourself. That was actually a great addition. You can actually plan that. Perhaps that's also good to plan it in your schedule which day, so you don't feel like you have to do everything, play through and then record. Wednesday, passages and so on, you rotate, and in the weekend you're going to do technical work. One day of the week, Saturday or Sunday, you're going to choose to do czerny or whatever etudes you like, or arpeggios, or whatever you mentioned, like all kinds of technical exercises. It doesn't have to be only etudes.
Yes, and then Sunday?
That I missed.
Oh, you did miss?
Yeah, seriously.
So Sunday...
while we were talking, I was thinking what joke to make, and then I didn't come up with a joke, and now I don't have a joke.
Sunday is fun day, so do whatever you find fun.
Oh,
improvise,
Sunday.
Compose, play with other people.
Or just don't play piano.
Don't give them such a naughty advice. The only thing is that if you don't like technical exercises like me, don't do the technical work on Saturday. Do it on a day that you, for example, have not so much time, or that I wouldn't keep your Saturday for that. Saturday has to be really fun, of course.
Aren't technical exercises fun?
I find them fun. So if you hate them, don't do them on Saturday.
Most of you don't find them fun, so that's a good point. No, but on a serious note, I like your workout, and there can be so many versions of this workout, so I like it. We were going to give you another workout for more pieces, but we're going to do that in the next video, because otherwise this video is going to get too long, and I think actually it's better for you to try one thing at a time, because exactly like you mentioned in the beginning of the video, we all, not only you, but we're all tempted to do everything at once. We just learned how to function and how to be very disciplined and to have good routines. But then you're going to try everything at once. So keep trying now what we just suggested. And I mean, they're creative, probably they will make anyway for more pieces. But we're going to make a video next week on more than one pieces. Yeah. How to schedule that, because that's a struggle for a lot of people as well.
Yeah, it took us a while also to get the hang of that, so it's understandable.
But they can already work with this idea, what we just mentioned.
Mm-hmm. And I think the only key to everything is write it down. If you don't write it down, your schedule is anyway going to be a big mess.
So anyway, that's going to be all from us for today. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok. We upload there regularly. I play my own music. We play also classical pieces, of course. Elvira plays as well and gives wonderful tips. So if you're on any of those platforms, feel free to follow us. And thank you so much for watching this video which Elvira made. And I was just here just for the fun.
And don't forget to comment, especially on this kind of... I know that you guys requested this video a lot. So just let us know, what problems are you having with your practice routine? What would you like? What more help would you like from us?
Absolutely. And we're going to record such a video for you. Thank you so much for watching this video. For us, as always, it was a great pleasure. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next week.